Hello. I am making little videos. I'm not making reels because I don't know how yet. I'm making little videos answering just a couple of questions that have been in my comments, some of them for a while. But I had this list and I'm trying to chip away at the list. Okay, so in this one, somebody wanted to know how I do this so that my book can pull out and be on a flat bit on this side. And pretty much on this side too, but this side doesn't bother me as much because it's backed by the cardstock. But this hits this bump. Even when I stuck this in, I can still feel the bump. And I don't like to feel the bump, so I do that. I saw this on Instagram, and I will basically put the name of the person who did it on the screen, and I'll link that Instagram post in the description. I really struggled to figure it out at first, but yeah, so I've got both of my books. This is super easy once you can kind of visualize it, which I'm terrible at visualizing. Just washi tape to a folder. I do not have a Traveler, well, I do, I just don't know where it is. Traveler's Company kind of card stock folder, so I've been having to use these Dylusions ones. And I'm just sticking stickers all over them so I can make them more me and less, Dylusions. So basically, the way that I have it in here is through the folder. The folder is jump banded. These two kind of foldery inserts are jump banded together. And then I just take this folder, which and stick it on inside this on that jump band. So if you don't have a folder and you kind of want to try this, I did a really interesting tutorial on how to make one out of an Amazon delivery envelope. And then I've got these two not Traveler's Company inserts, and I'm just going to tape them to it and stick it in just to, show you how to. I'm using this tape that I never ever use because it feels like it should either be Christmas or a barbershop. And neither of those kind of happen very often. So I take the washi and I put it kind of halfway on down the edge of the folder. And then I grab the front cover of the book, pretend that it has like something that says it's the front and right side up, and then I just kind of, close the washi tape, and that's one. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And yeah. I don't know why it took me so long to figure. I mean, I have problems visualizing things, so it took me a while to figure it out. But I thought, I'll just make a quickie. So, also pretend that this one's right side up. I don't go over the back and make sure that, the washi tape back is not, sticking to anything, because it doesn't matter. It's not like you're doing a tip-in where you have to do both sides. All right, so now we've got folder, fold out book, stick that in on this rubber band, and voila. So now, if you want to write on this side, you just open it up Hopefully that's clear. I've done my duty. And yeah, stick around if you want to see my interesting attempt to make a folder for this demonstration out of Amazon, mailing folder, mailing envelope. So I don't have any of the plain brown, Travelers Company type, or even, the off-brand card stock things. And I'm trying not to buy anything. So I wondered, if I could make one. I mean, I know I could make one because I've made one before and I've got a bunch of A4 cardstock, but I'm going to be maybe even lazier than that. And this envelope came and I thought, why don't I just do it from this? Now, if I was a really good person, I would do it this way and make two of them. But actually, you know what? I don't think I can because I need this bit for the pocket and I won't have that if I don't think I'll have enough for the pocket if I do it this way. Okay, so good. It's not that I'm a bad person. I don't mind this kind of seam thing on the end, but I don't want it, on the bottom or the top. So I'll just go and cut this. How much more do I need from the edge? I know I've got, sorry. I love that I'm always apologizing to my phone. I'm going to measure it. So it's about 3 3/4 inches, or where's these centimeters? About 9.5 centimeters, the pockets coming in. I won't have, okay, so then I need to also cut so from here, I will be cutting, have to do centimeters. So 11, 20.5. And I know it's kind of ratty right there from where I pulled off the, I know I've got pencils. I'll just use a pen. I don't care. Okay. And then I'll mark here. And then, let's see. That is about a centimeter. So I will do roughly 1 centimeter past. And that's where I'm cutting. I have to go and unbury my monster cutter and cut this out. And I'll be back. Okay, so this is 22 long from the fold and 20.5 wide. Now, let's see. I am just winging this, guys. So, let's see. Now I definitely want a pencil. I'm going to have to crease that and then all right, I will fold this up first. So I will crease right here, and I will crease right here and fold that up. Actually, I'll wait till after I crease and then I'll cut the excess off right here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I swear I've been doing this for years, and every single time I have to go and look which way to fold the cardstock. I cannot remember. Okay. So this is 9.3 from the end. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure whether I'm going to be able to do that. Where's the thing? All right, I'm just going to have to do... Yeah, all right, I'll just do this groove. And which way was I? Where's the thing? All right. I've got one. Can I get all the way down? Pretty much. All right, so fold that in. Fold that in. I didn't do. All right, let me just score from here to here so that I know where to cut off. All right, scissors. I'm going to cut a little bit at an angle and then cut this off. All right, now that I've got this bit cut off, can I gotta move this thing out of the way. Stick this thing back inside or I will lose it. As usual, you should see the bed behind me. Okay, now can I stick this in here? Why does this seem so much taller? Oh well. If I have to trim some off the top, I will. So I don't know that I'm going to do this. I never use this thing. Does anybody else use these things? These card slots? And I don't feel coordinated enough to cut something out like that. So let's just put this in here. As far as it'll go. See what I mean about not being coordinated? All right. Just give me some room to work. kind of round this bit. Cut that bit. What have I done? Okay, I thought about fessing up to this on camera, or like behind the scenes, and just pretend that I was perfect, but that's kind of not my style. Where did I put the other thing? It fell out of my hands on the stairs when I was coming back up after cutting a second one. Okay, so here's where I screwed up the first time. Let's see. So I had it all going well. I'd scored the bottom and I'd cut. Yeah. I'd cut this. What way was it? However I cut it, kind of, so I tried sticking this little piece into kind of here, and I'm not smart enough for that today. I drew it out, I cut it, and it didn't fold in correctly for the way I was wanting to do it, so that this would be on the inside. So I kind of did this, and then when I flipped it, oops. That's not going to work as a pocket. And I kind of tipped it upside down, was doing all kinds of things, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to cut this off. I'm going to make another one, and I'll use this as a template. So I'm going to go score this off camera, and I'll be back to where I was before I screwed everything up. Okay. So I've scored where I hopefully edited well and said I was going to score, but it was basically 1 centimeter along the bottom and around not just past 9 centimeters from each edge. And I'm scoring so that the little dent divot is going to be on the outside, and I'll be folding it this way. And this was kind of too long for my scoreboard. So once I cut like this bit off, I'll probably need to score just a little bit further down here. I wonder if I could do that from the other end. Nope, not really. Okay, well, anyways, good enough. All right, now I am going to take my template and trace it out. I don't know whether the video is going to save the part where I say I'm not going to make those because I don't use them, but I'm not going to make those because I don't use them, and I'm not coordinated enough to try and cut them out in this video. Not today. Today I am kind of flailing about, as you can see, just kind of doing whatever. I don't know if I'll ever be making one of these again, but I thought, you know, say you wanted to try this traveler's notebook, you know, washi tape thing, and you don't have a folder. I'm going to have to wing this cut because that's really jagged right there. All right. So where I'm trying to trace it. Okay. I will, I guess, take this out of the way, cut it, speed it up. I'm going to be cutting, let's see. Yes, I'll be cutting these off, and then I'll be cutting this off right here where it meets. So the only bit that will be left down here is this right here to fold up. You'll see in a minute. I'm just kind of notching out these corners because it just looks nicer. And I will probably corner punch that. So this is a bit stiff. You may want to do this with, yeah, just regular cardstock instead. And it is kind of cracking right there. I swear I looked to see which side to do it on, but yeah, I think I was just thinking of this for if somebody doesn't have a folder and they want to try this and see if they like the method. This is a cheap way of doing it. Did a terrible job of my picture. Let me try it again. Sometimes if you have it go in the other direction, it kind of cleans it up, but not today. All right. So I think I need to thin this one down so it meets the edge. See, it's not really quite, it's kind of going past it. All right, this is double-sided tape. I could run a glue runner on it, but I am not feeling very steady. Does anybody else just have those days where they're just wildly physically unable to be coordinated? So I may do 2 strips of this. All right. I am going to notch this. This might still be a little bit, this is just a single hole punch. This might still be a little bit too tall, but we won't find out until we try and stick it in a book. All right, so I'm sticking this whole cardboard thing at the end, just so that, yeah, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. Okay.